I swear I'm not a simp. That's how the last conversation I ever had with my best friend Mark started. It was the kind of start that had me leave the message unread for a solid minute while I made myself a coffee and mentally prepared myself for an unpleasantly long discussion about self-worth, his ex, and financial decisions. If he'd blown a whole paycheck on some cam girl again, I'd probably have to work out how much I could afford to loan him so the idiot could still eat this month. When I felt ready for this nonsense, I settled in and replied, "I have half an hour before work. What did you do?" He replied with a link to an OnlyFans account, and I very nearly hurled my phone across the room in frustration. That better not be Amber's. I swear, I thought to myself, if this girl had got her hooks into him after dumping him, I was going to have to start breaking devices. It was bad enough when she took him for a ride while cheating on him for months. If he had started paying money for her nudes, I was going to have to intervene like a brick through a windshield. He started typing a reply immediately. No, of course not, man. I'm totally over her now. This is a new girl. Her name's Lissa, and she's the most beautiful creature I've ever seen in my life. I sighed in mixed relief and frustration. Casual sexist Mark strikes again. We need to talk about using the word creature to describe a person. Sorry, man. I've been reading a lot of poetry lately. She just inspires all these feelings in me. I actually snorted a laugh at that. Oh my god. I can't believe I was laughing at this situation after what happened to him. I feel sick looking at what I replied to that. What the hell, Mark? How did you get so sexually involved that now you're reading English lit? I've not done anything so base, man. She's like the Mona Lisa. She's living art that slipped from the canvas, a fragment of a beauty that lightens and purifies this dark world. I had to stop here because I was actually feeling creeped out. Mark had once unironically worn a shirt with official breast inspector on it. He'd been going out with Amber because she was fantastic in the sack. Yeah, he was kind of gross, and I usually avoided talking about relationships with him, but he was a good friend outside of that behavior. More than once, I had to talk to him about how he talked about the women we knew, but it was somehow more uncomfortable to hear him talking about this girl like this. It was just so out of character. I actually hesitated to keep replying. I wanted to leave a pithy one-liner like, "Sober up, then talk to me." Eventually, I just told myself to be natural. So he'd caught feelings. Maybe this is what he needed to grow up a bit. I couldn't imagine him sending this Lissa an unsolicited dick pic, at least. She really must be a looker if it was driving Mark to act like this. So I replied with what felt like the natural response. "I'm glad for you, Mark. Maybe I'll check out the link for myself." "No." What? "She's mine. You can't have her. She's mine. She's mine, she's mine, she's mine." "Mark, what the hell is wrong with you? You just sent me that link. Now you don't want me to click it? She's mine, 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 she's mine." Whatever, dude. I heard a few more dings, each one with the same message. "She's mine." I sighed, called his mom, and told her he was being particularly weird and that she may want to give him a call, but I had to get to work, because that's what bros do for each other, and I was also 100% done with him. and I'm going to regret that for the rest of my life. I wish I'd been a little more patient and called him or checked in on him. 5 hours later, he was dead. I had 4 missed calls when I got off of work. His brother had been trying to call me back after his mom had collapsed. She'd gone over to his place and found what was left of him all over the floor and ceiling. I haven't seen the crime scene, and I don't intend to if I can avoid it. But the description still terrifies me. Floor and ceiling. According to the cops, there was writing all over the walls too, so all 6 sides of the room were coded. It was written in what they gently, if horrifyingly, described as fluids, all saying the same 3 things. She's mine. I love you, Lissa. I'll give you everything. It's been treated as a homicide, despite the fact there's no forensic evidence of anyone else being in there. According to Mark's brother, it's because they can't believe anyone could physically do what had happened to Mark to themselves, and the amount of writing would have been impossible. His mom still hasn't woken up, and I'm kind of dreading it when she does. Nobody's blaming me for anything, but we're all still numb, and they don't know about what he was saying before. I think I blame myself though. He was talking to me about this, and then he either killed himself or was murdered for it. I should have stopped him, or gone over there and smashed his computer up. I could tell he was totally out of his head. I should have waited a couple days to write this. God damn it. I'm too much of a mess to edit this right now. I just need to wrap this up. I can't shake the feeling I missed something. So I've been doing something I probably shouldn't. I still have that link to the OnlyFans. I haven't mentioned it to the cops yet, and I also haven't opened it. Obviously, I don't know how or why, but that is what caused this. A paid nudes website somehow brutally slaughtered my best friend. You guys are a bunch of spooky bastards. Please, help me work out what happened to my best friend. And before anyone asks, no, I'm not sending anyone the link to this cursed OnlyFans account. I want it solved, but I don't want to add to the body count.